It's time to mind your business with me, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in to find out how to mind your business with BEDC, special guest entrepreneurs, industry experts, and more. Brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here. Hi, Colina.
Good morning, Jamillah. How are you?
I'm good. So welcome to Mind Your Business. Of course, I know you, but before we get started, why don't you introduce yourself, your role at BEDC, and talk about what you do for the organization.
So my name is Colina Outerbridge. I am the Business Data and Policy Analyst, and I work in the Finance Data section.
At BEDC.
It's
my girl, y'all. So today we're going to talk about the Women in Entrepreneurship Day Conference and Retreat.
Yes, this is our 5th year anniversary, so we're doing it big this year. We're doing it as a 3-day weekend retreat.
I am so excited about it and looking forward to it. And I know, Women in Entrepreneurship Day is historically on, November 19th
Yes.
every year.
Every year.
And so over the years, we have done different things. We've had a breakfast, we've had a lunch, we've had seminars, we've had dinners, and then we did the full day conference.
We've did virtual.
That's true.
Yes.
And so now you done took it up a notch.
Yes. And that's what we try to do. Every year, we just try to expand it. We try to grow it and just do something different, add a different element to it.
Okay, so this year, it's a retreat. Can you take us through what the lineup of events will be? When will it start and when will it end?
Okay, so the retreat is going to be, like we said, a 3-day weekend. So it's going to be the 18th to the 20th of November, starting on the Friday. Okay. So the Friday, we're looking to have a meet and greet. We're looking to have people come over, meet the guest speakers, the international speakers. We're looking to have 2 keynotes, and so they will be able to mingle with the ladies that's there. We're hoping that people take up it's going to be at Cambridge Beaches Resort. And so we're hoping that people take up the local rate that will be offered and stay for the weekend. So they'll be able to come, they'll get their welcome packages, they'll be able to mingle with the other ladies. We're looking to have the 360 photo booth. So we know that's very exciting. Yeah. Everybody, it's a hot item right now. And so we're looking forward to that. We're also looking to have a female DJ that's going to carry the mood of the event. We will have some cocktails and some appetizers for people, who are there. And so we're looking forward to that first start to the weekend.
Okay.
We're also looking forward to the next day, which is going to be the conference, a full-day conference that's going to be on the Saturday, November 19th. We will have the sign-in. So I would say at least between 8 and 9 o'clock, we'll have people come in, sign in. We'll have continental breakfast, and then we'll have a full day of events. So
what are for the conference specifically, what kind of things are you going to be discussing?
So our main topics that we always like to hit on, because we know that they're very important in, business, in work environment today: finance, branding and marketing, tech, because, you can't really exist without all the technical things that go on, as well as health.
Okay.
So we have some really great local speakers that are going to be lined up to be talking about each of those subjects. And our theme this year, Inspire.
I love it.
Always with us. We try to do a play on words. So it's going to be Inspire with the HER exaggerated.
Yes, Inspire her. So why Inspire? What is it that made you decide to use that as a theme for this year?
Well, for this year, I just feel like like I said, we're growing the event. We're always trying to empower the women, give them as much information that they can use. It's not just for entrepreneurs. It is Women's Entrepreneurship Day, but it's for those that are working for someone else, those that are working for themselves, everyone that just needs that inspiration, that, how do I make it the next day? Those that are maybe thinking about starting a business, it's going to be something for everyone. So it's for entrepreneurs, but it's for women in general. And everyone should be able to get something from this conference.
Okay, so that's the 19th, the actual Women in Entrepreneurship Day. And what does the 20th look like? How are you wrapping up the
So the 20th, we'll usually do a closeout brunch. So For those that are staying at the hotel and those that just want to come and join us, you don't have to be staying at the hotel to do that. We want to have a yoga meditation session by the beach, praying for good weather. So if there's some good weather up Cambridge, we'll have a beach set up and people can start out the morning with a yoga session. And then we'll give them a chance to go to their rooms, get ready, change up, pack up, and then they can come to a brunch. So we're having a closeout brunch with a keynote speaker, and then with the late checkout, they would still be able to go back to their room and have enough time to check out and leave.
Okay, well, that sounds like a fabulous. I'm so looking forward to it. I mean, I'm like, this can rival conferences all over the world. Like, they need to be coming to Bermuda for this.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that we're looking to do. Because we do have international speakers,
yeah,
we're hoping that at some point they're going to be bringing people down as well, and that we're advertising it in advance and in enough so that people can come to Bermuda. Why not? Why wouldn't people want to come? I know when I first started at BEDC, I used to go overseas to conferences and get tips and personal development and things like that for myself. So because we have to fly out, why not allow people to fly in to enjoy our conference as well?
Yes, I love it. I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially for women. Now, we have this conversation internally, right, with the men, about why it always have to be women entrepreneurs. Why you always need a separate day. So what are your thoughts when it comes to identifying a specific day to celebrate women in entrepreneurship? Why do you think it's important that we do that?
For women, I feel like we just play so many different roles. We wear so many different hats. And I think it's about time we do get acknowledged for things like that. We have the mother of the house. We are the family member. We are the owner of a business. We are, we do so many different things. And I feel like even though there's not a lot of conferences for men, I feel like they always got a lot of accolades. Yeah. They're always, where's the equality? And so when we think about things like that, we need to put our women first. We need to recognize them to let them know that there are people behind you. We appreciate what you're doing. And so that's why we have this day. It's a day that was thought of by Wendy Diamond, and she was actually one of our keynote speakers last year when we did it virtually. Awesome. And so we did enjoy having her. And so because it is celebrated around the world, we figured why not us? Why not we celebrate our Bermudian women?
And I think what you mentioned is absolutely correct. I think a lot of the hats that women wear, you don't necessarily think about it, right? It's just part of what we do
everyday life.
Nurturers, as mothers, as wives, as caregivers. It's like, well, if we don't do it, who's going to do it? Yep. And then you add on the whole idea around being your own boss, being an entrepreneur, and in some cases responsible for other people too, not just your own family.
Exactly.
But now you got all your employees and your staff. And so it can be a lot. So for me, I do think it's important to acknowledge that it is a lot. And that it's okay, and that you're not alone, right? There is ways that you can get support to help you get to whatever level you're trying to get through with your business or your.
And another good thing with this conference, especially as far as past events that we've had, is women like to network. They like to meet other women that's doing the same thing, because we do find that as entrepreneurs, it may be a lonely road, but as women, we find it even lonelier. Yeah. And when women are thinking about being an entrepreneur and they're up late at night, they can't talk to their husband because their husband can't relate. They can't talk to their family members or parents. So why not be able to be in a room with like-minded women that all have the same goals and be able to share your thoughts with them?
Yes. And I can say from my own personal experience, every conference has been bigger and better. And even the virtual ones, the participation, especially the conference is over and then we have this networking session. Who would have thought that you could have such participation in the networking session online? But it was fabulous. It
was actually amazing. And when we was conceptualizing it, we were like, how is this going to work?
Right.
And we did it kind of like a speed dating networking, which people were in breakout rooms, and the U.S. consulate was there, and she actually stuck in for the whole time. And she was hopping in and out of the rooms, and it was really amazing. I mean, we usually have to kick people out of the events anyway, but doing it virtually, it was a really great add-on, and I'm glad that we did do it. But again, we just speaking to people just want to be able to, have an accountability partner, meet people, and, just have a great time.
I think one of the things that I know we asked the ladies the last time was, do you want to stay in contact with each other, and should we put together a directory? And so we have done that. So on our website now, at BEDC.BM, there is a directory of women-owned businesses. So for those of you who want to support and want to share the love and the wealth with Bermudian-owned businesses, you can access that information on our website. But I agree. I do think it's important to have those connections and make those connections. And with the retreat, it's like you got a whole weekend.
A whole weekend.
to make it happen. So, okay, you mentioned international speakers. Can you tell us who we should expect to see?
So we do have one international speaker confirmed, which is Ingrid Polini.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to be coming from Canada, and she has worked with entrepreneurship in that field, and she's looking forward to coming. So I'm really thankful for her, wanting to come, and so can't wait to be able to connect with her in person. The other person that we're hoping, we're almost there, is Serena Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually spoke at one of our conferences virtually last year or the year before. Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, so empowerment. And even with speaking with her her admin assistant that's helping us, just having a conversation with her, she's so excited. She wants to come. She's written plenty books. Like, she's going to be the perfect person to add to this event. And so we're just keeping our fingers crossed that she's able to come. She's a dynamic person. I first heard about her before I joined BEDC. I did the Ice House program, which is now Think Like an Entrepreneur. And her story, her and her father's story about how she started her business was something that I listened to, and it stuck.
Yeah.
And so just coming from hearing that to hearing her at our event the last 2 years, and then now having her live in person, we're just really praying, like I said, that she's coming. So ladies, you are not going to want to miss out on her if she comes. Anyone that comes, you're not going to want to miss out, period. But if she does, definitely come. She is going to be dynamic, and she's going to be an inspiration to you and your business.
The theme is Inspire Her. So we definitely feel that she will definitely do that.
Yes.
So in addition to the conference agenda, what are some of the other events that are going to take place in and around the conference?
So one of the things, I kind of want to hold it to my chest, but one of the things that I'm looking to do this year is a vision board session.
Okay.
I have been in contact with a business that's going to provide the service during the conference, and I'm looking forward to it because I feel like the event's in November. Everyone wants a fresh start coming in January. It's almost less than 2 months away.
Timing. Yep.
And perfect timing to be able to create this vision board, whether it be personal, whether it be for their business, what you want to see. And so she's going to be able to, the person that we've hired are going to be able to do that session for us. So I'm looking forward to that. We will also have a meditation session. We will have our keynote speakers. We have our local Bermudian speakers, always dynamic.
Yeah.
This year, I'm looking more, I don't want to do more of panel discussions. We will have one panel discussion that Bacardi will be hosting. But I'm looking more to people actually engaging, being more interactive, not just sitting there and listening to people talk. I want people to actually be able to have takeaways. I learned this is what I'm going to take away. So if it has to do with finance, I want people to be able to fill out a balance sheet, fill out a financial statement, fill out a cash flow projections, and be able to say, I did this at the conference, and now when I go home, I can do it.
Right.
If it has to do with marketing and branding, take out your phone, make a fake website, make a
Instagram
show people
page.
how to do different things so that when they go away, they actually can say, I did this and I can do it on my own, versus writing notes and then who's going to go back to that.
Right.
I feel like people learn when they're actually physically doing it.
Yep.
And so I want it to be definitely more interactive this year than and then have those takeaways.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds fabulous. And the other thing I want to say is where it's being held, like what is the max capacity for in person?
So every event that we've had, we've tried to endeavor to grow the event.
I know.
The first one we had in 2018, 160 people at Rosewood Tuckers Point. In 2019 at Hamilton Princess, we had 200 people. Due to COVID 2020, we had it virtually. We had 250, and I want to say we had almost or at least 300 last year, 2021, virtually again. So my girl.
I know.
350. Unfortunately, the places that we can have events, the size capacity, there's very limited. And so we have engaged, like I said, Cambridge Beaches, and their capacity is 160. And I feel like even though it is 160, I'm looking forward to that because I feel like we're still kind of in COVID, even though we've gotten away from it. So it's still enough room for people to come out and feel comfortable since we're kind of growing ourselves back from having in-person events. And so I don't mind that, but when the ticket sales come out,
this is what I'm telling you.
You're going to have to get on it because people's going to be fighting for these tickets. We have 160
exactly why
spaces.
I asked, because it has been something that I think a lot of women in Bermuda look forward to every year. And so I'm just putting it out there. If you don't have your ticket, you want to go along and get it, because I do think, based on what you're saying, it's going to be a fabulous experience. And the opportunity to stay at the property over the weekend, like really get into this whole idea of a retreat and rebuilding and starting the new year fresh. I think it all ties together. So even though in terms of the number of participation, I do think in terms of the offering, you are still meeting the objective of growing and increasing the opportunity that people will have from the experience of participating. So ladies, get your tickets. If you don't have it, you need to go on to BEDC.bm and register and sign up. And I do know that we are looking to offer kind of group rates. So if you want to purchase tickets to multiple events that we'll be hosting during Global Entrepreneurship Week, you have the opportunity to do that. But I also want to say a shout out to the sponsors, right? You mentioned one of them, Bacardi.
Yes.
You want to kind of shout out to some of the other sponsors who's historically supported the event?
Yes, for sure. I want to say a big shout out. We've always had some great sponsorship. And one of the things about our conferences is the cost of the conference, we've always tried to keep it low because for us, it's not a profit. It's not a moneymaker.
Right.
For us, it's just putting this information out there so that women can be, like we said, inspired by what's going on, learning a new skill set, whatever the case is. So we've always tried to make sure that the cost of the event is low. And so, like I said, it's not anything, for us. It's not an addition for us, but the sponsors that we've had, great support. We've had Butterfield Bank. We've had Deloitte. We've had Markel. We've had HSBC. We've had Horizon. We've had Clarion.
Bacardi.
Bacardi. Bacardi was they've been a great sponsor. They did the virtual brunch last year through Huckleberry. And as well as Huckleberry. Huckleberry did some sponsorship as well. So we've had BTA. So we've Bermuda Economic
Development Department. Yeah, they always come on.
And so we're very grateful because we know that this event cannot happen
without
the sponsorship,
right,
as well as without the audience, the people attending. And so we're just grateful for this to be a success every year. And we're looking forward to this 5th anniversary to just double that.
Ladies, don't miss it. Don't wait and be like, man, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Remember, it's only 160. So make sure you get your tickets so that you don't miss out. Now, there's 3 days. So do you have to buy tickets for the whole 3 days, or can you attend the individual days separately?
So you can attend the individual days separately.
Okay.
The Friday from the Saturday from the Sunday, they couldn't be purchased separately. But you may feel that you come on Friday night and it's so inspirational, you're going to be like, I want to buy the rest of the days.
Yeah.
And so we definitely encourage that. If you wanted to come to all 3 days, there will be bundles for the actual event, the retreat weekend, as well as, like you said, with the other events, there will be some bundle packages.
Okay.
Forgot to mention the swag.
Oh.
BEDC always has to have swag. And so that's something else that people can look forward to. People like a little giveaway.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to the swag that you will be getting. Usually the sponsors will give some swag as well. We will be having networking vendor portion. So during the networking, we will have some vendors there. You can look at, whatever they have their wares and be able to purchase some of the goods that they have. Or if some of them you can sign up and reach out to them later. So the networking vendor portion has always been a really great turnout.
And I want to give you a shout out because I think not only for Women in Entrepreneurship Day are we put it on the conference and the educational opportunities, but you specifically try to include women who own their own businesses, who are vendors, to provide the support services around pulling the whole thing together.
Yeah.
And I think that is purposeful, it's thoughtful. And it speaks to the whole objective of trying to put this conference on to support women. So that vendor market, for example, is women,
yes,
right? So
sure.
You come out, whatever it is, your product or service, and you have the opportunity to sell your goods there, to network as well. So I think overall, we're talking, it's full on a woman fest, if you will.
Yes, for sure.
I'm renaming it Women Fest. No, but I'm really excited about it. Well done. I mean, like you outdo yourself every year. I think you're competing with yourself at this point. But no, I think we all benefit from it. We always get great feedback from it. And so I'm actually I'm very much looking forward to the retreat, staying on property and all of that. And you want to say...
Just something to add with Cambridge.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know that they have renovated. So they have been doing some renovation up there. So we should be looking forward to some new rooms. They have just opened up a club.
Hey now.
So that may be something that may be added to the event. The conference obviously will have food. We would have your continental breakfast when you arrive, morning and afternoon snacks, as well as lunch. There are going to be different restaurants on the property that people can eat if they're there, or even if they're at the event and they're not staying over but they want to eat afterwards. So there is going to be a lot going on up Cambridge that, people staying over or are just attending the event can take advantage of. And so I'm looking forward to the upgrades because I stayed there last year for my birthday and it was amazing. So I could only imagine. So they have offered group rates, local rates. And so hopefully those will be able to, people will be able to take advantage of that and stay. Make a weekend of it. They have the spa. They have different things. So if there's downtime, you can be able to enjoy all of that while you're there.
Well, it sounds fabulous, and I can't wait. So any last words that you want to say, why women should attend, what goals you have, what do you want them to take away after they leave on the Sunday? What should their takeaways be?
So women should attend because, like you said, this is for them. They are going to get so much nuggets, gems from this event. And so we're just looking forward to that empowerment, that inspiration, that skill set that's going to be learned for the event. So that's one of the reasons why they should attend. As far as goals for the event, I'm just looking forward to that networking and the feedback. My goal is that everyone is going to get something from it, and it's just going to be a great turnout. I want them to be able to have that interaction, be able to have those takeaways, and just enjoy a fantastic weekend. That's our goal, is to bring the women together, empower them while they're there, and let them off to just blossom and do whatever they have to do.
I love it. Well, they can register on BEDC.bm. Don't wait and be sorry afterwards. So I definitely say kudos to you on all your hard work. We see what happens and the amount of love and time it takes you to pull this off, and you do it every year. We support you where we can, but really, you take the lead. So thank you for that. And ladies, get ready.
Get ready.
It's coming November 18th through the 20th. Don't wait. Sign up now. Get your tickets and join us for the Women in Entrepreneurship Day Conference and Retreat.
Yes. And thank you to the BEDC team, because I may put it on, but it doesn't just stop at me. There's always great support before, during, and after the event. So we always come together as a great team. And so I'm thankful for BEDC.
All right now. Well, we minded our business little bit. We minded our business today. And hopefully, ladies, you go mind your business and get your tickets. But again, I just want to thank you again for coming on, talking to us, and getting us ready for this upcoming retreat. And all the best. I guess I'm going to see you on November 18th.
See you November 18th. And see you November 18th.
All right. And remember, if you don't mind your business,
who will?
Yes. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Business with me, your host, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in next week, Thursday at 4 p.m. because if you don't mind your business, who will? Mind Your Business is brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here.